time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. A strike downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. No, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll try it again. Turning it off. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the 1st half. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Handoff from the gun. Still running at the 40. Great pick as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Brings into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lewis to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Georgia going up tempo. Got a man. It's Branch. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Branch. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Runs through a tackle. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lewis wants to pass. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Using his legs to buy some time. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Thomas. Discards it with the stiff arm. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Close to the marker. It's Bell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Right on target this time. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
From the gun. Quarterback extends the play. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they've tied it up with clutch plays, the touchdown and the 2-point conversion in the final minute. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be changing the route. Lewis to throw. Punts it out of the air. Got room at the 35. Gashing the knee on the right. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
It's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Hits the crease. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal.
Did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We'll get it started here in overtime. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They run the reverse. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defensively, it's like, which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Georgia! They take the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Aggressive decision here to go for 2 and try to really put some heat on. Finds his big tight end. They went for the 2 and got it, and now an 8-point lead in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Lewis wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on 3rd down trying to generate a touchdown.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Defense gets a stop. It's over. 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Colorado. Got it in for one part of the job, and now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. He might want another play. Lewis to throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Welch. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this Maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffaloes. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Wants to go up top. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it for him.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To the air, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making it play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Flips it out to the back. There he goes!
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We'll send the tight end in motion.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Illinois right back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Illini. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing the second.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
On the double.
He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arkin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hemby. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Scrambling away. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It can be. Across the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mendoza. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it and threw it a little bit too quick and missed behind the wide receiver.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, the ground game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Illinois.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Tight end now in motion. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Clement. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Finding an escape route. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
They send the tight end in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Illinois. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. At the 40, there he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Grab near the sticks, it's Williams. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Near the 2-yard line. First and goal, Indiana.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. A first down run in the red zone. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.